Enterprise. Its 5-year mission: to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilization, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the landing party. We are deep into the third season. This is episode 72, and here's your captain's log, stardate 2510.28, The Mark of Gideon. It was written by George F. Slavin and Stanley Adams. If that name sounds familiar, Stanley Adams played Cyrano Jones from The Trouble with Tribbles. It was directed by Judd Taylor. And nothing says we stopped caring about the show like the monumental plot holes and leaps of logic needed to get through The Mark of Gideon. With the loss of Robert Justman 2 episodes ago, there was no one left from the first season that actually understood what Star Trek was about and what it was trying to do. Someone that cared enough to fight for better scripts. Roddenberry was nowhere to be found, and his loss this season is felt greatly. Justman and many of the cast, particularly James Doohan, were very upset at Roddenberry for leaving them high and dry. The topic of overpopulation was hot in 1968 after the release of Paul R. Ehrlich's book, The Population Bomb. As usual, at this point in Star Trek's life, the script by Slavin and Adams is much more interesting than that was filmed. Changes at this point in the series were almost always about budget and not about story. As Robert Justman famously said, "We're trying to do a science fiction show on a radio budget." All that being said, let's examine some of the outlandish, illogical ideas and the plot the producers are trying to ask us to accept. 1. Why kidnap a starship captain when they could lure passing travelers down to the planet to help infect the population? 2. How can the Gideons build a fake Enterprise? They have no contact with the Federation, let alone are able to get blueprints to Starfleet's pride and joy. 3. On a planet that is so overpopulated they have to stand shoulder to shoulder around the fake ship, where do they have the space to A, build it, and B, place it somewhere? The Enterprise is larger than an aircraft carrier. 4. How does Scotty know what Kirk said, "I won't be gone long"? Only Spock was in the transporter room when he said that. 5. How do the Gideons have access to Starfleet medical records? How do they know about Captain Kirk's disease? Is that common knowledge throughout the universe, that he's riddled with all these different diseases? And 6, Spock never tries to reach Kirk on his communicator to ask him, "Where are you?" Did the captain beam down without a communicator? Is that even possible? It's these kind of stupid oversights would never have been accepted in the first and second seasons when you had guys like Gene Kuhn. You had Roddenberry, you had Dorothy Fontana looking out for the franchise. So it's a great shame, but that's where we're at. And that is your captain's log. So let's bring in the rest of the team. We have Aaron needs to be alone.
I need some space, Graham. I need some space.
Doesn't like those crazy people looking in the mirror when he's doing the dirty.
Yep.
Kirk gave O'Donna chlamydia. Well, evidently, it's all over the universe. Everybody knows about Kirk and his chlamydia. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Even in the Star Wars universe, they know about it. Right,
Oh,
Aaron?
my goodness. What a name today, Ron.
I mean, it's like They literally pulled Kirk out of space because they wanted his disease.
Right. And
You know, Graham, it's like it's tough though because sometimes when you do that captain's log like that, it's all the things we wanted to talk about. So
Yeah, you ruined it, Graham. Thanks a
I was-
lot.
I was going to mention that very thing. Like how the fuck do they know what the Enterprise looks like? They weren't even members of the Federation.
right.
Well,
Yeah.
a more interesting point about that to me
Right.
was
Right.
why
Sorry, go ahead.
why was it necessary to build the Enterprise? They could have transported him to any structure and had her stuck in there with him. And I mean, I don't understand how that needed to be built for any reason in the plot.
That's a great point.
Yeah, what was the point of it? Like,
Yeah, I mean, you could have gave him the wrong coordinates and beamed him into a cave with her. Or
Yeah,
something,
exactly.
You know, why the big ruse?
Yes.
You know that. This is the Enterprise. Like, you got nothing better to do. You got a population that's exploding, and
yeah,
you
there's
that
no
doesn't
real
make any sense.
point as to why. Like there's nothing. It doesn't attach itself to the any purpose at all. It's just.
Yeah.
I mean, were they trying to trick him into thinking? Obviously, trying to trick him to think he's still on the Enterprise, but they never
Why?
gave a good reason.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Reason.
Why? Because it
And
doesn't
how
matter
about the
where.
voiceover? You know, like Spock
Yeah.
doing his little voiceover, like he's doing a captain's log here, to let us, the viewers, know that what the basic idea of this whole convoluted plot is about. That and Captain Kirk may never be the same again. You know, after this elaborate ruse. You know.
Well, you know what's so stupid is instead of just building a replica Enterprise, why don't you just build a ship and leave the planet so you can not kill everyone and just have them go live among the stars if you run out of
That's
space on your own
exactly-
planet?
There's so many planets that they could have inhabited.
Right.
They just split up their whole population.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
even at the end when she's like, "Oh no, now I get to go infect everyone," and it's like, why don't you just like take 1,000 of them to like the moon or something? If you guys are so
Exactly.
Well,
advanced that you don't have disease.
Yeah, and the biggest flaw in the whole thing, though, is the dialogue from what was the father's name? Whatever her father's name was.
Landrew.
Talking about Fat Landrew. Talking about how they love life too much and this and that, and then they're just but they're going to kill everybody.
Right.
It just makes zero sense. I mean,
Right.
how could you be? And in a way, go ahead.
I was just gonna say they can't use contraception because they love life so much, but they're willing to. He's willing to have his daughter die as a martyr to show young people that yeah, you can die. And
Nothing
here's
makes
how.
sense.
That made no sense.
He's using his daughter. I mean,
Right.
the whole thing is just fucked up.
Well,
And
then they give her the cure and send her back down, and I guess that'll work too. So it's like she didn't have to die at any point anyway.
Right.
So
Kirk points that out too. It's like, well,
Right.
her blood serum now has the same elements in it that his does.
right, but he wanted to martyr her to make a
Yeah.
statement, I guess.
He's a bit of a pussy too, you know. Yeah, my arm hurts, you know. I beamed down and my arm, you know. He's acting like he's got, you know, a broken arm. Just has this irritation from getting jabbed, you know. It's like a big point.
Wow, someone stuck me with a needle. Oh, I got to get to sick bay.
Isn't this the guy who went toe to toe with Finnegan, you know, with blood coming out of him and
Oh
everything?
my god.
He's getting older. Come on, he's been on that ship for a while.
Well, you know,
That's
why
true.
didn't they make it like a cut or something? Then it would be at least be something, you know. Got a slight irritation here.
Yeah, the
Well,
irritation was for
A little
us.
happens
cream
when-
on that, little salve.
The pain is when you have chlamydia, it's a little bit of extra pain.
That's true. That's true. There is that. No, my first question was, why did it have to be Kirk? Right. Two, why don't they just, like Anna said, why don't they just go and populate another planet? Even if they didn't have the means to travel, they could have contacted Starfleet and said, "Hey, we need to repopulate. We can't even move on our own planet. Help us out." You know what I mean? There's so many easy ways to solve
I
this
want to
problem.
know if that they don't believe in contraception. They're so cramped that you can't like move without touching another human. How are these new babies being made?
Yeah, exactly.
I
Where
was-
the,
I was-
You know, very public.
I was
Well,
thinking
they don't
that
mind
very
watching this.
thing
Kirk
when-
found out.
Apparently not.
I was thinking that exact same thing when it showed the screen and they're all bumping into each other. And I'm like, that guy right there probably would just rape that woman right there.
yeah, exactly. Where
In
they're
front of
having
everybody
sex, right,
because
right out in the
there's
open.
no place to move.
Yeah.
Well, what happens when you like get fat for having a baby, and then like, how do you even like do anything? Where do you go to the bathroom? How do you take a
Yeah.
shower? It just
No.
nothing about it makes sense.
Yep.
And I feel like as well, this particular episode really felt like something modern in that it was really felt like it was propagandizing a bit.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? First, it was about the bureaucrats and the diplomats and things like that. That I can get past, but Spock is making specific points, political commentary there.
Right.
But then by the time they get to the birth control thing, it just really just took me aback, because in a way it didn't when I was younger, because I wasn't paying attention to those things.
Right.
But now it was like smacking me in the face, because it was the year right before Roe v. Wade was passed. And I would imagine, and 69 was a big hot topic. I mean, it always has been.
Well,
Abortion and birth control and contraception, and then Kirk, they try to make the guy,
he's pro-life.
pro-life guy, be a
Right.
big hypocrite. You know what I mean? And I felt like that was a deliberate driving point, propagandic driving point from the writer.
And
that's
Kirk
what-
was in today's society was the leftist promoting abortion and
he
not having
literally says contraception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
and the other
mean,
guys, we love life so much, and so he was the pro-life guy. I mean, that's the first thing I thought of when I watched it again.
Yeah.
That scene just immediately, that's what went into my
it
mind.
just hit me
The
right-
message is that if you're pro-life, you're going to destroy the planet with all overpopulation.
exactly, and
That's
it's
why we have
also
to kill our babies.
Yeah.
exactly, and the whole point is, again, even back then, flies right over everyone's heads that you don't all have to fuck all the time. I mean,
There's that.
I just don't understand why that flies over everyone's head. I get it. Sex is great. Everybody loves it. We're all doing it and blah, 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 blah. But we are able to control ourselves. And that was the whole point of the familial structure to raise children in.
Yeah.
It wasn't a free-for-all porno every day of the week when you walk out the door, like it is obviously on this planet.
Unless you're Caligula.
No.
Well, and thus the chlamydia, right? So,
Yeah, you gotta follow the Greeks' examples. Use young boys instead of women.
oh my gosh. Ugh.
Well, I mean, that might solve their birth rate problem.
Oh.
It
Well,
might
that's
cause
what-
other ones.
this-
Well, how
Yeah,
could you
then it
even,
becomes the planet of homos.
What?
Mhm.
how would you even have a functioning society?
right?
Which Anna mentioned earlier, how can you even have a functioning society when you can't move, right? Who's growing the crops? What are they eating? Where's the animals that they're get their sustenance from? Where
Right? They're
Or
gonna
the
run out of
factories that are
food.
mass producing their clothes and their shoes and their toilet
right,
paper,
exactly.
Yeah, they would have.
Like,
You
the
know,
whole concept just doesn't make sense. We
Yeah.
were driving back from Idaho, and I don't know if you guys have ever made the drive from Idaho to California, but you have to go through like wasteland Nevada, and it makes me always think of Soylent Green because it had
Oh.
this problem in it, because it's like, oh, it's so overpopulated. People are living in cars on the freeway, and Peaches has never seen it, so I was explaining it to him, and then I knew that we were going to do this
it's
episode.
people.
I'm like, whoever came up with this overpopulation thing has never been to bumfuck nowhere, Nevada,
Yeah.
because that
There's
whole concept
plenty of
just
room.
flies out the window.
Get into an airplane and look down.
Yeah.
I know.
There's so much land. Just you know what? Why they think it's overcrowded? Because maybe they were in Sri Lanka, where everybody is packed into one small area.
You
Small
look at,
piece of
look
real
at
estate.
anywhere in India, it looks like it would be Gideon.
Well, but who's saying this? It's all the leftists that live in big cities, and they are
Yes.
people stacked on each other.
Right.
Mhm.
Well, it's not just to be fair, it's not just leftists who live in big cities. It's just human nature to congregate together like a mass, like a mass infection in a way. It's like,
someone-
and
So
it just-
that's safety and protection. That's society that
right.
would separate.
But I mean, the idea that there isn't
animals.
Yeah, but the idea, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the idea of population control, right? It's like people that live in big cities on top of each other that aren't even aware of how much open expanse there is every place else. Somebody wrote this article. I can't remember who it was, but it was pretty funny. He said, if you built the entire state of Texas and built it like New York City, you could fit the entire world's population in Texas.
Yeah, I've read that stuff.
So it's like we're not overcrowded,
Why? The thing
Actually,
is it appeals to lazy people. I mean, because you have everything right at your fingertips. Everybody's on top of each other. You have transportation, food, everything's right there. I mean, when you go out into the, further out where you don't have access to that stuff, you have to work a little harder to survive. And these people don't want to do that. That's
for sure. Yeah.
Left thing probably comes in.
So
Yeah,
what if that was?
I think a mathematician had said that if every human being on the planet was 6 foot tall and you stacked them one on top of the other standing up, the entire population of the world would fit in the Grand Canyon.
What?
Yeah.
That's probably true.
That's how much volume.
So 7 billion people, one after the other, would fit in the Grand. Oh.
Stack if you could stack them on top of each other standing.
How's that go, Graham?
You know how that goes.
I can see.
Well, I'm not the one with chlamydia.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Neither am I.
Kirk, I don't know. It's in your name.
You're the captain.
Wouldn't it have been funny if Gideon was actually like that? It was just their perspective that they all were choosing to live on top of each other, but they had all of this like land that they were not using because it was, we can't use this for that and that. So they were all forcing themselves to live in like these conditions in like bigger cities, but they had all this rural stuff they weren't touching. Now,
wouldn't you guys be pissed off if you're like the ones that have to get crammed even harder, like sardines, where they're like, wait, hold on, we have to build this giant replica of a ship just so some random dude can wander around it.
With a working elevator. And, because you don't want to, spoil the fact that it's not really the Enterprise. I like how Spock gets on there and he touches 2 buttons and he goes, but non-functional. But the captain,
Kirk couldn't figure that out.
Kirk thinks he's on the Enterprise.
I know. He puts in the disc for the warp drive, which never makes sense anyways. I've never seen them do that to slow down warp.
Yeah.
They use the little, floppy disk or whatever.
Little Commodore.
I'm still in my head though, Graham, laughing at the planet of homos. Because that's what they would offer them. Well, we do have a planet. It's called the planet of homos, and no
You'd be perfect for that place.
But you guys, now I don't know, Graham, when the last time you did New York Comic Con at Jacobs, the Jacobs Center, but I know, Ron, you probably have recently, right? But when you get in that lobby between the front door and the escalators that take you, that was like Gideon. It's like you almost have a panic attack because you cannot freaking move.
And you're trying to get through the security detectors and everything. It's a fucking nightmare, man.
Yep.
I mean, and the line's going, for like at least 6 blocks all the way down, filled with cosplayers stuffed into costumes they have no business being stuffed in.
Well, do they still have Artist Alley? Do they have that Artist Alley still in that separate like wing that you have to go
downstairs? Yeah.
Okay. Because I talked to you in New York before COVID, so I know you were there that same year. But I remember going out and going through that like tunnel area to get to the main floor, and it was freaking. I mean, I was freaking out because we were literally could not move.
Yeah, it takes you a half an hour.
It was incredible.
To go a couple hundred yards.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Was that 2019?
Huh?
Was that 2019?
I'm trying to remember the last time I was there.
2018, because I was there. That was the last time I was there. It's like 2018.
It
might have been around. Yeah, I think I was there
Might have been in that neighborhood.
Yeah, I was there, I think 2019, because I haven't been there since I've been drawing Berserker. Definitely not. And that was in 2020. I can't believe that was 5 fucking years ago already.
I know.
Jesus Christ. I'm still doing it. Holy shit.
Hey, you got a job.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know what struck me too is how this episode is like, it's like Spock's brain in a way, because they took this planet takes Spock to fuel their society with his brain, and this one takes Kirk off the ship to kill everybody in their society.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same sort of loose format, you know. It would have
You
been
know,
more interesting if it was the other way around, if like it was Kirk's brain that, you know, and it was Spock they took to, it was a Vulcan blood or something. I don't know.
The one good thing about this is that because they needed all those extras for the bodies that were walking around and stuff, they could throw uniforms on them and have them on the ship walking in the hallways. And so like this is the first one you see in the 3rd season where you actually see crew members walking around the hallways.
Yeah.
I thought the exact same thing. I was thinking when that show, like a girl was walking by in a red uniform, so I'm like wondering if she was one of the crowd in the window.
Yeah, had to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. And well, also they needed it for the line. He says, you know, to make the relative line of how, you know, it was crowded for Kirk at the end because it was a dead, you know, initially nobody was on the ship. But even then I was like, man, it still could be more people, but at least it felt more like a ship again.
Right.
Yeah. It never got out of once you got out of the 1st season where you had people walking by in tennis outfits and you know, all these different kind of clothes and workers in uniforms doing shit with some kind of pole, and you know, that looked like an active ship where people were working, but then you also had people in their leisure time, you know, but you never got that after the 1st season.
Even when Kirk and Spock are playing,
Excuse me.
bless you. Even when Kirk and Spock are playing chess, there's all kinds of things going on in the background.
Oh yeah.
It felt like, you know, a community. It didn't feel like, you know, this dead hallway that the Enterprise became.
Yeah, we're gonna need a palate cleanser.
What's next week?
Do we feel that is this just, I'm trying to think, I hate to bring up the city on the edge of forever because I know how Anna feels about it, but I mean, at least in that they were there for a couple weeks, right? So it gave Kirk kind of a little bit of time to fall in love with Edith Keeler.
Yeah.
Just like he's falling in love, or these chicks are falling in love with him like in 30 minutes. And like,
I know.
Well, Aaron, sometimes when you know, you know.
Yeah, I guess. But she was like,
every episode he knows.
Yeah. Well, no, but the girl was just as bad, right? Because she wanted to spend eternity with him. I go, you've known him 5 minutes.
And in all fairness, I've been with hot chicks in my younger days where I could have fallen pretty quick for someone, you know, like that. But not fallen for real, but I would have been.
Well, okay, there's one thing about
enamored. Just on a date. If you were on a date with a pretty girl like that and stuff,
Yeah.
you get enamored quickly.
Sure,
Nature
but that's
does
not
it
like
on purpose, but I'm not saying they would be in love. But
right. That's what I'm talking about.
That's a much deeper emotion. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to spend the rest of my life with you, James.
and it's funny how he's trying to solve this dilemma of where his entire crew goes. Like it's just empty. They're all gone. They all could be dead for all he knows. You know what I mean? And he's talking to her, and then he's sitting down on the step, and she comes and sits next to him, and all of a sudden it dawns on him, oh, there's a hot chick right here. You know,
I know exactly.
She's like, it's so beautiful. He goes, yes, the view is beautiful, or something. He tries
he's like, well, I guess this is all I got. Might as well go for it.
This is too much. And then he snaps out of it, and he's like, wait a minute, I lost my whole crew here.
Yeah, including my best friend, 2 of my best friends.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be
Oh,
thinking.
wait a minute, there's a hot chick on the ship still.
Well, you take care of business first, then get back to looking for your crew, right?
Yeah, and at the end, he sends her down, man. He's like, at the end of it, he's like, well, it's time for you to go. One for the transport. I'd be like, man, I don't know if I'd be getting rid of her that quick.
Yeah, it's like stick around for a while.
Hey,
you
let
know?
me show you my room.
Let me show you the captain's corner.
Yeah, let me show you the engineering section. Then we'll make my way back to my room, and I'll show you my awards.
And here's the bridge, and I'm just going to touch these 2 buttons. Holy cow, this isn't the Enterprise.
Well, this is at the end when he's back on the real Enterprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of like her last line where she says, as crowded as my world is, I could wish it to hold one.
Yeah, that
more
was a
room."
nice line, I thought.
Mhm.
I like that. Yeah.
I like some of Spock's lines in this. It's pretty funny. Like
So
his
did
last
I,
one,
actually.
Yeah,
When he was
actually,
like-
yeah, Spock seemed very on point in this one.
Mhm.
he's just so irritated, but like doesn't show his irritation. He just has like a lot of quippy one-liners, which are great.
Yeah, that was one of the better aspects of the episode was when he had the back and forth with the guy from Gideon.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
he
so-
was really annoying.
He was like a
Mhm.
typical leftist when you try to argue logic with him. And it's cool. I thought it was really cool. Like Spock revealed that he knew right from the get-go that Kirk was hostage there because he was smart enough. Yeah, that's the one thing that jumped out at me is the code. Like he's like, Uhura, what was the code? And then he asked Scotty what the code was.
Oh, the numerical thing.
Yeah, and Spock knew the whole time, but he couldn't reveal it because he had to figure out a way to get down there, I guess. But it seemed like he knew right away because he asked the 2 of them to reveal to them, look, the code isn't the same. That's how he knew that they were lying.
Right.
So I thought that was pretty well done, because
Yeah,
was like Spock wouldn't. Spock wouldn't get past Spock.
Right.
Right.
Instantly, he would have known that.
Yeah, and I felt like he did. I agree with you. I think he did know the whole time something was up. And that was the best part of this episode was the stuff on the actual Enterprise with the crew.
Yeah.
Scotty had an emotional outburst that was kind of funny, and McCoy was kind of there in the background, had a few lines here and there. And then just like Anna said, it was clear that, and this is, we always talk about Leonard Nimoy being maybe the best actor in the cast because he has the most complicated role, but him being annoyed, but not really showing that he's annoyed, but we could still tell he's annoyed, I mean, he's got.
And you would get annoyed if the helmsman says, well, that could take years, And he says, well, then I suggest you get started.
How
And I
long are you
like the
signed
way-
up for, Sulu?
Yeah, exactly. I like the way he handles it all because they're all such raving emotional characters. It's like Sulu and McCoy and Scotty, and they're all, hey, Captain, and Spock, what are you gonna? And Spock has to be, because honestly, they're all so emotional. Even I'm getting annoyed at all of them. Like, I wouldn't react like that. I wouldn't be like freaking out on the bridge, and McCoy's hanging out on the bridge all the time because that's where the cast members hang out.
Right.
Like it's a lounge.
Yeah. Like there's nobody in sick bay.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
No,
it's like it's
Dr. Ubonga or whatever's in sick bay.
Yeah. Mabenga.
Yeah.
Nurse
Yeah.
Chapel is down there or something.
Yeah.
But they're all hanging out like it's they're having bourbons and stuff.
Yeah.
And so, and the way they react, they're so unprofessional at times. It's like,
Yeah.
man, shut the fuck up and do your job and don't worry. Stop. With these theatrics. There's nothing exciting about this episode. It's just
No.
sort of there. It's got some quality to it that has some, I don't know what the word would be.
Well,
But it's nothing. Yeah, go ahead.
This is a strange episode because it's clear all the faults are just so ridiculously obvious. And yet this is not hard to watch. It wasn't for me. It was kind of enjoyable, maybe too much of a stretch, but it's an easy episode to watch and kind of get into. And even though it makes no sense at all.
Yeah, you can't think about it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, I was just completely glued because of her.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Not take my eyes off her. I mean, the whole time I just wanted to see her, and I wasn't even really to the point where I almost wasn't paying attention to anything else. I was just
That's right there.
Well, now you know why Kirk fell in love with her so quick.
Yeah.
She also looks like my wife did when we met.
Aww.
Look at that, Ron.
Look at you winning
Chlamydia.
points.
Look at you. She must be watching for him to say that.
I said that just in case she ever watches it.
Right over there, right off camera.
You look behind me, there's an axe coming in the front.
You know what I also noticed about this episode was I thought her performance was excellent because you never felt like she was lying to him. She came off like she was totally sincere and had no idea what was going on when she was lying the whole time.
Yeah.
It's because she's got those big puppy dog eyes. Or she
was very good, very convincing.
But she delivered her line. Like when Kirk tries to do that, like try to fool, he's doing it, know, but she was really authentic, I thought.
That was the one other thing, bringing up lying, that I caught Spock on again, which we've caught him in a few episodes where Vulcans aren't supposed to lie, but he does lie because Scotty's going on and on. Scotty says something to the, and then Spock cuts back. He says, what my engineer was saying was, and it was a complete lie. That's not what he said.
Oh,
I thought he was just kind of softening it for the diplomatic.
No, he reversed. If you watch it, he actually lies about what Scotty said.
Yeah, but don't you think I thought that the ambassador or whatever that dude was, he heard all of it. He was just insulting these guys by going, like when McCoy talked, he was like, what is that noise I'm hearing? I only want to talk to you. So I thought
he's so condescending. He's so condescending.
The most punchable moment where I wanted my fist and leg to go right through the screen into his maw was when he fucking denied Spock beaming down after they beamed up the guy who was on the fucking sand planet with female cooking.
Yeah. That guy. Roll my eyes.
Oh my gosh, that was him, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Childress.
I couldn't get past that. I'm like, why is Childress here in a different costume?
And bald.
Yeah. It's like,
the guy looked familiar. I'm like, where have I seen that guy before? And there you go.
Yeah, Mud's women.
Yeah.
But man, that moment where he freaking denied, I just was like, you little shit.
Yeah.
That's I'm with you on that. I got so angry.
I love the way Spock
we've proven it works.
I love the way Spock beams down and handles him. Like he walks in, he's like, he said, please do not interfere. I have
more paperwork to do.
I have more echelons to deal with, or something.
Yeah.
Like in that moment, he was in complete control of the whole situation.
Right.
I like how he goes down there and he walks up to those two guards and he neck pinches the one guy.
Yeah.
The guy spins on him and the Spock just tosses him like old garbage out the window, you know.
And the guy gets a couple of kicks in to slide himself on the floor.
Yeah. But he landed on his arm underneath him. I just rubbed my shoulder when I saw that.
That moment was freaking hilarious because they're just sort of standing there with these dumb looks on their face, like trying to act like they don't know that Leonard Nimoy is supposed to come up to them.
Yeah.
It was just so
but God forbid they were talking because then they have to pay him more.
Spock his neck pinched them both at the same time.
Right. I did like that he threw him though. I thought it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Because it was like, they remembered how strong Spock is. Like, because in the last episode when they're in the crazy house, he gets knocked off the chair by like he's a 12-year-old, and it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Would have been nice to have him put him right through a bulkhead or a wall.
Yeah, his head sticking in there.
Yeah, his feet just sticking out of the wall.
Yeah, because when in the Naked Time, when he was losing he was getting all these emotions stuff, and he starts beating on the monitor. He takes one shot and it just goes, crunches in, And in Paradise, the one with the spores, where he takes that metal pole, and he busts through that, when Kirk is holding it up. Yeah.
Well, Kirk said he belonged in the circus right next to the dog-faced boy, so that pissed anybody off.
I was serious.
Aaron, you actually just had a Shatner inflection there.
I can't help it. He's a part of my Kirk said. You got the gall to make love to that woman.
Yeah.
You belong in the circus.
Hyperactive thyroid. Jack
over an elf with an hyperactive thyroid. You should be squatting on a mushroom instead of making love to that woman. Oh,
And he mentions his mom, and that's
Yeah.
what
My mother was a teacher,
was
and my father was an ambassador. No, your father was a computer, and your mother was a whore.
with chlamydia.
A whore.
Right. Your mother banged 20 different Vulcans before she got to Sarek. You don't even know which one's your father.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
That's actually my story.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
Write what you know.
Yeah.
Right from experience.
That's it. Oh man.
Oh,
What do you
man.
think, banana?
I think you guys all said it.
We're trying to
It's,
make
uh,
it time
I
because
mean,
we
I
were ready.
remember liking it, like aspects of it, but then once you get to the plot, it's just there's too many plot holes to unsee it to make excuses for it. It's like just leave the planet. If there's that many people, just leave the planet. And if there's that many people, you guys wouldn't even be functioning as a society.
This makes no sense. They
Well-
love life, so they can't kill. They can't kill.
Well, I mean, not only that, I mean, there would be some psychopaths out there that would be out there murdering, right?
Well, there'd
There
be
would-
wars.
Crowded
There
all
would
the
be
time.
accidents. There would be earthquakes, tsunamis. There would be something that would be killing people. So I don't buy it for a second.
That's actually a really good point, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There would be psychopaths. They make it out like everybody on in these situations, these plants are all so evenly mentally stable and
Mhm.
are living the same communal sort of
Yep.
life.
Yeah.
But they're not. I mean, on this planet alone with 7 billion, we've got so many, aberrations and weird, psychological traumas and, and that's not depicted. They're also homogenized,
Yeah.
homogenic.
Well, if anything, the dad is a psychopath. He's willing to murder his daughter 1 second.
He's the one.
Why
he
don't
kept
they
saying
build
she chose
skyscrapers?
to.
Why don't they dig? Go underground, have underground cities. Like, there's a way. If there's really too many people, you ran out of space. Build up and build down. I mean,
Mhm.
Could just do what they did on, the one where the wars were going on. Just have them walk into a freaking thing and vaporize them.
Right.
Yeah. Well, they love
Or
life.
just
There would
have
be
Kodos
crazy-
the executioner come and
there would be
and
crazy
the,
people that are like
leader.
willing to volunteer to commit suicide, right? Like, there's people that do suicide pacts nowadays, or there's people that think that there's too many people alive now that are trying to kill people.
This is getting so depressing. Like,
I know.
we're
but I'm just
actually
like,
talking trying to turn like people killing themselves into a positive light.
No, it's not a positive light. I'm just saying, like, their excuse doesn't make any sense.
No, I agree with you.
But
I'm
it
just
does,
saying.
wars and that type of conflict and stuff does create a certain amount of homeostasis when it comes to balancing out populations. Since the beginning of time, there's been wars, and sometimes it kills hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions.
Well, don't
I
you
think
think that would have been more interesting? Because since they had to bring up the whole pro-life debate into this, it's like, wouldn't like half of the society be like, we should just, make it so no one has kids for a while, and the other half be like, no, we have to have kids and have that kind of war going on.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a plot point.
If they could grow things back, organs back, and all that, what would stop like a virus, that gets in there? What would stop their own white blood cells or whatever from like multiplying to kill that virus?
Yeah. Eventually, it would.
I don't know, man.
Make a difference.
If I were,
We're applying too much logic, I think.
Well, what
Just a
a
little
great ending for this episode would have been, that last shot has the Enterprise flying away from the planet, right? And then it ends. They should have had aft phasers shoot the planet and blow it up.
yeah.
Population solved.
Population
They
problem.
should have done was brought Nomad there.
Oh my God.
Sterilized. Yeah.
Hey, Nomad would have gotten the job done.
Or the planet killer. The
Yeah.
the log in space.
Cornucopia.
Doomsday Machine.
Yeah.
The cornucopia. Why didn't they title it that?
I know.
Wait, why
Space
didn't
cornucopia.
It would have been funny if they had it was flying through space, but when you looked in the center of it, there were grapes and
You know what I just realized would
Bananas
make
and all
this
kinds of
episode
fruit.
make sense is if instead of people they were tribbles. That overpopulation would be the only thing that would make it make sense if
And
it was
Kirk
tribbles.
would be making out with a tribble on the bridge.
Oh,
Well, I'm just saying, like humanoids would have found,
He would
especially
be like
one
this
as
with a tribble.
one as advanced as they claim to be. It doesn't make any sense the dilemma that they were in. But if it was just like a bunch of hungry tribbles, it would probably make sense why the whole planet is just covered
yeah,
in
they're all a
tribbles.
bunch of rabbits or
Right.
something, right? They have the
That was
fiction method says they should have introduced Red Jack to the planet. He'd have taken care of it
Oh,
too.
Red Jack. Red Jack. Red Jack.
Yeah.
Die.
Die,
No, why are these entities not having their way with some of these planets? Like the Day of the Dove entity, man, he would have had a field. It would have had a field day with that planet.
Yeah.
They all killed each other. Well,
Oh,
they
yeah.
wouldn't because they would have kept them alive.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, let's get some grades for this high-class piece of entertainment.
real quick, piece of trivia, real quick though.
Mhm.
Sharon Acker's first husband, his name was like Arthur Ronald McDonald.
Really?
Swear to God, look it up.
Oh,
It was Ronald McDonald.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
hey, we got a $10 super chat from Swingin' Cod 6601. Thank you. That's a good cigar. The Doomsday Machine is a primary character in the Star Trek Online video game. Oh, cool.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Graham, that was so cool. That first promo for Star Trek, I loved it.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that neat?
And it had the boxing Star Trek with that first original font.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, that was so cool looking. And then they should have showed the galaxy. It seemed, and it reminded me actually, they kind of did the same promo for Star Wars when it first came out. You know, in a world where a universe, blah blah blah, and they showed it says Star Wars, but it was mysterious like that.
Yeah.
And this was the same way with just the galaxy, and then it says a man with no heart, and it shows Spock.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, there was
Captain with no fear.
one that I came across today was the first opening, and somebody had written Star Trek's first original opening sounds like it's a cop show because the music that they used was like really weird. It sounded like a cop show.
Well, I wonder if they
find that. If I find that, I'll stick it in our group again.
I wonder if they hadn't like got to the point where Alexander Courage had come up with the theme song, they were just like, let's use this cop music. Because I was watching a really horrible Roger Corman film this weekend, The Monster from the Bottom of the Sea. So it was maybe the worst film I've ever seen. And they were using, like, you could tell they didn't have a budget, and they were using just like music that they took from something that had been done for something else.
Oh yeah, that happens.
So they were using this music, and it was just like it would get dramatic, and then it would not be dramatic, and then it'd be soft, and then it'd be dramatic, and it's like it had nothing to do with the movie. It was just music playing over the top of the scenes, and maybe they were doing a little bit of that in that early Star Trek stuff because they didn't have the music nailed down yet.
Could be.
I love that though. Monster from the Bottom of the Sea.
Well, it was something like, it was so bad. It was like this octopus thing with a giant egg head and a big eyeball, and it was like an hour and 5 minutes long, right?
Man, good.
And this chick, she's trying to find the sea monster that she's never seen and only heard rumors about, but she's obsessed with finding it. And every time she goes scuba diving, every time she sees something underwater, it scares the crap out of her. So I'm like, well, why is she scuba diving looking for a monster when she sees an octopus and pees her pants? It's like, it was just, and we didn't see the monster till the last 5 minutes of the movie, and it was horrible. Just
if octopuses didn't exist, that would have been the monster they came up with.
right. Exactly. Well,
You know, I've been watching Outer Limits episodes. I love that freaking show.
Mm.
And there was one. Did you guys ever see the one with the girl and the guy who are a couple running away to get married, and they go to this hotel? There's this old woman there, and she's got her eyebrows are drawn up real far up like Bozo the Clown. She's talking to them, and then there's a little box in their room, and inside the box is this thing that looks like a turd with one big eye.
Oh, that does sound familiar.
Oh man, it's so good. It's like so bizarre. That show is so whacked out weird, man. And then there's the one with the little people, the little ant creatures.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Zunites or the Zunies, the Zuni somethings.
yeah.
And they
Zunies,
sent their criminals here because they don't believe in killing. They can't kill each other, but they know we will kill, our own. So they send them here, hopefully that we will kill them. It was such a good episode. Man. So
What are you
great.
watching that on? Like Tubi or something, or?
Yeah, it's like one of those things. I just click it on and just runs it continuously.
Ah,
This is one episode.
Zanty Misfits. That's the
Nancy
one.
Misfits. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. It's
Graham,
awesome.
Graham, you share my screen real quick. Show you this. There it is. Monster from
There
the
it is.
Ocean Floor.
That
Oh my
post is
God.
much better than the movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell
Well,
you,
you're
they
right.
spent all their money on the poster. This is like one of the worst films, maybe the worst film I've ever seen.
That looks
Really?
like a Graham. That looks like Jusco's arm there that you were. Oh no, it doesn't. It does look broken in that.
Quit making fun of poor Joe now. Come on.
No, it's not. He's sitting in the pose. That's the way it looked. But a lot of arms bend backwards like that. They're
Maybe they just didn't shade it properly.
No, I'm not.
Her armpit does look kind of weird.
Looks
It
like
does
she needs
look
to
a little hairy, actually.
Yeah, she needs to shave that pit, man.
Yeah, is that hair on there?
Yeah.
but I love the leering eye. Of
Yeah.
the
I know.
It's like dripping on her.
It's
He's like
aimed
this.
right at her boob.
Oh boy.
King Kong. In this case, it's King Octopus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, horrible film.
But you
Boring
gotta-
as sin. All those
Swinging cod for another $10. Thank you. That's 2 cigars. James Horner, who composed the Star Trek films, would give his first cut and unused compositions to Corman for his films. Budget saver. That's cool. Very cool.
Mm.
Thank you, Swinging Cod. Much appreciated.
All the
Swinging
fun
cod. That sounds like a name Ron came up with.
That's Ron's porn name.
Mm.
Swinging
What did
Cod.
they say about porn names? It's your
Oh, it's your pet in the first street you lived on? Isn't
No,
that
it's the color of your underwear and the last
And the
thing
first
you ate.
last thing you ate. Yeah.
Yeah.
the color of your underwear.
And the last thing you ate. Yeah. So like blue
There's different
spaghetti.
ways to come up with your name.
All right. Well, my underwear.
I thought it was your first pet and
Probably many.
oh yeah, it's your first pet in the street you lived on.
Duffy Menlo.
Yeah, it's got it's
bad.
Yeah.
It's not the last thing you ate because that wouldn't make sense. The
Yeah.
last thing you ate was
And
shit.
no porno site has like the name red or black or blue. You know?
So what is it, Graham?
It's the name of your first pet and the street that you lived on.
First pet was the first street you lived on.
I think that the street. Yeah, I think it's the first street you lived on or the street you lived on with that pet.
Duffy Menlo. Duffy
doesn't-
Menlo is my.
I'm Coco Harmon.
Mine would be Dum Dum Maple.
Oh my God.
Come on, Anna.
What are
is
you,
it?
Anna?
Come
And
on.
my first home was like coordinates because it was on a freeway. So it doesn't really make any sense.
All right. Well, what's your
Well,
dog?
I had too many
name?
pets. The first one that I can really remember, oh God, this is going to sound terrible. Blackie Highway 30.
That makes sense. Blackie coordinates.
What is it? Blackie what? 130?
Highway 33, I think.
Blackie
man.
33.
Let's see, but you see it figures because you could extrapolate so much from that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know.
Blackie Highway.
I know.
Oh man,
It's so
there's just no
awful.
escaping that one.
Oh boy.
Our pal Swinging Cod is back.
What was
Swinging
yours,
Cod
Aaron?
refers to fish hanging from rope. And my wang, Lopez.
I kind of gathered that. My Duffy Menlo is my
And that's the name of the boom operator on the set.
Yeah. That guy's not on camera.
He's a lighting technician.
Yeah.
Anna was right about there is a thing with your color of your underwear and the last thing you ate. I think maybe is that your stripper name? Is that what that
Maybe.
is? Blue
Well,
spaghetti. It's kind of like what?
Mine would be red stuffed pepper.
That's good.
I mean, I have like just so you can see. My underwear is
Oh,
red.
yeah.
I don't even know.
Mine would be.
I think that just confirmed his wife is watching.
Yeah, I think so.
He gave her compliments earlier. Now he's like, look at my undies.
Hold on, let me show you the rear end.
I'm blue.
Why are you so red, Anna Banana?
Who are
I have
you,
blush
Graham?
on.
I'm blue chicken.
Blue
Well-
chicken. You have blue
Yeah, but you gotta
underwear
do
on.
like blue, maybe
I think
blue
it's blue.
drumstick. Blue drumstick. Maybe get a little
Nah,
more.
it was. Oh wait, no, I didn't. Oh no,
You would be the blue
No,
base.
it was blue strip steak.
Now you're blue strip steak. There you
Yeah,
go.
because you said blue chicken, that sounds gay, but blue strip steak sounds more.
Yeah.
Mine is burgundy cupcake.
That is perfect for a
Okay, now
stripper
that's-
name.
You have to prove it. Let's see your burger.
Burgundy cupcake. That is perfect.
I know.
You
I was
better
trying to
write
think
that
of like,
down.
what did I eat last? And I'm like, I had steak, but I did have a cupcake last, so I guess that counts.
Write that down. You want to use that sometime.
Yeah. If I ever decide to become a stripper, I
Yeah.
can use that.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Burgundy Cupcake.
What's another name for burgundy? There's a few different chartreuse.
Mm.
Maroon.
Chartreuse.
Maroon, yeah.
Yeah, chartreuse.
Alizarin crimson.
The chartreuse cupcake.
That's more pink, isn't it? Chartreuse.
I thought it was more like purple.
Look at Lynn Green's black macaroni.
Steve Gilbin's gray cookies.
Oh boy.
Lynn says, I use mine as a password, so I can't share it.
Oh.
Oh, chartreuse is a green. Okay.
Oh, okay. It's
You
green.
think we'd know that being fucking artists? For
Right.
Christ's sake. Been drawn
How
with
dare you
pencils
guys.
too long.
Chartreuse sounds like a burgundy color, though. It doesn't sound like green.
It sounds like a gay color.
Yeah.
That's
Is
like
this
a homo color.
That's,
Is
a, that's a
like-
color of the planet of Homo.
Oh, they wear on that homo planet.
Is this a Star Trek show? I mean, what are we talking about right now?
Well,
I like
we've
this one,
actually given this
winking.
episode a lot of verbiage.
Yeah.
What is winking pike?
What?
So you had pike for dinner?
Pike? That's
What
fish,
is
right?
No,
Winking
pike's fish,
pike.
yeah. I wouldn't eat it. Pike is actually no, pike is good. Yeah. All right, let's get some grades going here. We're at the
Winking
53-minute mark here.
I really like the idea Anna had where they were all like tribble people that were overpopulated, and Kirk had fallen in love with a big tribble.
What
That's
if
a
they were
good
all
idea.
like reflective people, and so Kirk was seeing himself, and
And he just fell in love with himself.
That's
Oh,
kind of how it
yeah.
works in a way. You fall in love with people. You know, there's a psychological thing that when you talk to people about themselves, they find you interesting.
Yeah. That's why they say on a first date is to just, don't talk about yourself. Ask the other person like 100 questions.
Right.
Because then they're like, oh, they think I'm interesting.
But then they never get anywhere because you're just asking each other the same thing, whatever. All right, go ahead, Aaron.
This may seem shocking considering how much we mocked this episode, but I'm giving it a 5 because I just it's an easily watchable episode. So if it comes on, I don't turn it off like some of the other ones. So it's nonsense, but at the same time, you had a lot of good stuff on the bridge with Spock. And as long as you don't, like you said, Graham, like Graham said, as long as you don't think about it too much, it kind of flows okay. But when you start thinking about it, it just completely falls apart.
Mm-hmm.
5 average.
So Ron's going to give extra points because Sharon Acker is in it.
Well, yes. However, they get neutralized by my sheer level of repulsion at her father. I mean, he made me want to vomit. Just everything about the guy, even as an actor for real, I just found him repulsive. In fact, I don't think he deserved to live.
Oh. Yeah, he should have been the one that got infected.
Yeah, why didn't you volunteer, buddy?
No.
The other thing, you could volunteer if your life was so miserable, banging up to everybody all the time. You say, "Okay, I'm out."
What are you talking about? Who are you talking to?
I'm talking about you said the father. You know, he could kill himself. You know.
Oh yeah.
But anybody, you know, if you were that miserable on that planet,
I know that's the first thing you would do as a father. I mean, I get she's doing it. He's brainwashed his own daughter into doing it for the planet, but he's too cowardly to do it himself. Without even a second thought, I would die from any of my children and my wife, you know, maybe even Aaron. But
well, thank you, Ron. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Graham's waiting for me to say him too. You too, Graham.
Yeah.
Come here. Give me a
I know it's not coming.
Come here, Graham.
No,
Come
it's
here.
not coming. No.
Come here.
No, you're going to have to die.
Anna, kiss the side of your screen. I just thought of something.
What?
Kiss the side of your screen.
I'd go to the other side, Anna.
There you go. Now, Graham and Aaron, you guys kiss each other.
Yeah, this isn't Planet of the Homos, okay?
Love.
No, but seriously, the fact that he would do that is so repulsive to me. And that's basically so neutral. But she did it for me. I was able to watch because of her. Everything else was just a complete mess. I did like Spock a lot in this one. He was really the most commanding presence over Shatner's kind of syrupy romantic nature in these episodes lately. I just can't take it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Aaron on this. So I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
There you
go. Anna?
My score.
Okay.
8. Here it comes.
I think that no. I'm debating between a 4 and a 5 because I do like Spock's lines. It is an easy episode to watch. If it's on, and it's just okay, I can watch this. It's not something that's unwatchable like The Empath or Cat's Paw. And I think the girl in this, I think out of all the girls in Star Trek, she's the prettiest one. So I always liked that when I was little because I was like, oh, he gets to hang out with Barbie. So I liked that. I'll probably stick with Aaron. I'll probably give this one a 5. But the plot is stupid.
What does it say? I gave Mary a 4.5. Ooh.
I don't like Mary.
Yeah.
Mary is a very uncomfortable episode to
Yeah,
watch.
it is uncomfortable, but it's good sci-fi.
Yeah, but I just, hey, it's all about watchability.
Charlie X a 4? Oh my God, Fiction Method, really? Oh, we're gonna reassess.
Why would you give Charlie X a 4? That was.
I'm seeing what Fiction Methods.
Why would she give City on the Edge of Forever a 1?
Yeah, you know what, Anna? Unfortunately, every score you've ever given is kind of
wonky.
I mean, it's just hard to.
Fiction Method. What did I give a 4 to?
That which survives. Anna's other 5s are The Cage, Mary, Errand of Mercy, Doomsday Machine. You gave a 5.
Right. I hated that guy.
Oh,
I'm Mud.
I wish
okay,
I
I
could
gotta give some of these better. All right, we're gonna have to go through these, and I'm gonna have to
You only gave. I love Immunity Syndrome.
Wait, the Paradise Syndrome. I only gave a 5.
What is up with that?
The Foley and Webb. Look at Anna, man.
Banana,
Okay,
were
we
you-
need to
hey,
fix this. This is
Banana,
wrong.
were you pregnant during these? And
You know what? I might have been. My mind's all loopy.
I think I have the 4 level locked in because all those ones that I gave a 4 to, I would say this is probably on par with those. So I'd give it a
agree. I agree with you. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, like some those are all watchable. You know, they might have their problems in it. Like even Spock's brain, it's sort of like just a fun, you know, turn your brain off.
Episodes that you kind of watch, like you sat down on a Friday night and you watch, and like okay, but you're not thinking about it the next day. You know?
Yeah. But then there's the ones where you're like, oh God, I'm turning this one off. You know,
What are my other 5? I only gave 5 to or 4.5 to Mary. That was it. Okay. Aaron's other 5s are Mary and Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis I liked.
I love Metamorphosis.
I hate that episode.
The last half.
I only gave it a 5.
unromantic.
It's great because it created real lore for Star Trek. I mean,
Yeah.
friend.
It's
It was a
still-
beautiful story.
Yeah,
And then in Next Gen, they hired the worst actor to play him.
I know what the fuck. was
James,
that?
I like James Cromwell as an actor.
And he's out there, you know, dancing like
Yeah.
you know, in a Jungle Book from Disney or something.
Yeah, so stupid. It wasn't even the same guy as
Well,
Glenn
they turned him
Corbett.
into a hippie.
Yeah,
yeah.
A drunk
and
hippie
a drunk hippie, and you know, it's like,
who accidentally just, you know, that's just stupid.
yeah. I hate that when they, you know, they take away what makes the character special. You know, in some bizarre way, they're trying to humanize them, but you know, there's other ways of doing it.
The original Zephyr was 10 times more human than him.
Yeah,
Yep.
Because it was an aspirational person, you know, like you know, just silly. And then it kind of stole from that because they helped him launch his first warp driven. I don't know, just the whole thing
yeah,
sucked.
yeah.
Anyway, so what was your score again, Anna? 4.5.
I think she
Either a
said
4,
5.
but I'm probably going to go
5.
with a 5 just because it is watchable.
Okay.
You know,
So we got a
but I mean,
4,
it
a
does
5,
have
a 4.5,
problems.
and a
But
5.
This one might be the one we've all kind of come close on agreeing on a score.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We're all right in the ballpark.
Yeah.
Fiction Method says 4.625 average with a 0.479 standard deviation.
That's such a Spock line. There's a.
It is. I think
4,
Fiction Method is
4.79
open.
standard deviation, Captain.
Mm-hmm. I think he is. All right. So Anna, you asked what's next week? It is. Oh, this one's one of your favorites. I think you're going to love this one. The Lights of Zatar.
Already, I can't get the only thing that sticks with me on that one is
I know.
for the last 50 years.
Yeah.
Every time I thought of that one, that's all I think about. That's stuff with me.
Scotty becomes like a lovesick puppy dog. You know, when he's the captain on the bridge, you know, he's really locked in and he's great. Excuse me.
Bless you.
that's you.
I'm getting sick.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the grandbaby brought something home and Julie's sick and now I'm getting it.
Oh, blame it on the baby.
The babies, they're like petri dishes, man. They just
Yeah,
carriers.
my kids, man.
My
they come
baby's
home
not.
cool and-
Well,
Your baby hasn't been to
other
any
babies.
baby parties yet.
Yeah.
My baby's been to 3 baby parties.
Really? Like
you guys have that
the kids that are in school?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's the petri dish. You know, they bring it home from school, and there was these kids at this party on Saturday. They're sneezing, and they're not even making an effort to stick their elbow up. Just chow. You know, I was like, oh fuck, we're gonna get sick. So Junie got sick, and then now Julie's gotten sick, and looks
You're
like I'm
next,
getting sick.
buddy.
So we might not be here next week, is what you're saying.
I'll survive.
That which Graham is that which survives.
Actually, that which survives is.
Well, I hope you're
actually
good
the-
for Halloween because you got a big day that day.
That's true. I better not lose my voice because that's my launch day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, got to launch Canoe 77 at
Launch
1
it.
o'clock, guys. We're gonna do 31 Days of Monsters at 12, and we'll just roll right into it. 1 o'clock. Indiegogo will automatically launch it, and then the party will begin.
But that's Friday or Thursday?
That's Friday.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
don't know what Halloween is, Aaron? Gosh.
I wish I could.
Oh, what? No. I just bought candy today for all the kids. If I don't eat it all first.
Did you have a question, Ron?
No, I'm thinking about what you're talking about.
Oh.
You're talking about your launch and everything. I'm just.
It's his
I
comment.
would be a part of them. I've got so much stuff to do. It's just.
Oh, that's okay.
feel
No
bad.
worries. No worries. I mean, you didn't say you would die for me. You said you'd die for Aaron. So if
Right.
Aaron's launching, I'm sure you could find a way to be there for
See,
him.
he was truly hurt by that.
Yeah. See?
I would die for you, Graham.
No. Okay. Well, then now I'm really disappointed you won't be there.
I take it back.
Yeah, well, then you have it out.
Wait a minute, Anna, is it your birthday too?
Yes.
Today or when?
Halloween.
Oh, your birthday's
You're a
Halloween.
Halloween. My dad was
Oh,
born on
happy
Halloween.
birthday.
My dad was a Halloween baby.
My
What do
mom
you
got a
go-
little
what are you
pumpkin on
dressing up as?
Halloween.
A little pumpkin.
What are you dressing up as?
Yeah.
We are going to be Pokemon.
Oh,
my God.
I
No, the
expected something
baby
more
is gonna be-
spectacular from you.
It's gonna be fuck, what is this thing's name? Togepi. I'm gonna be Misty and Peach is gonna be Ash.
I don't know what any of that means.
I
but,
don't know.
Okay, well, it was
What's the
popular when me
English
and Peaches were
translation?
kids. The stepdaughter is really into Pokemon. Kids are obsessed with Pokemon now. Like, they don't want toys, they want Pokemon cards. All of my money has gone to buying children Pokemon cards. It's
Wow.
ridiculous.
My
I didn't even know
son
it was
had
still a
so
thing.
many of those. Like
I had so many, and now I'm like, ugh.
we
These
got
ones
him.
you used to get from Burger King for free with your meal are like $300. And I'm like, I had all of them,
Yeah.
and I don't know what happened.
He had the portfolios. He had filled, and then he
Yes.
came in one day. I said, "What happened to all your Pokemon cards?" He goes, "Oh, I gave them to my friend." I'm like, what did you do that for?
Wow.
No. And I had to explain to him the value of collecting and all that stuff, and how he probably
So like
is
all
gonna
of those I spent
be
money on.
worth $1 million someday.
Mm.
Insane.
You know, one of those tragic stories. So I used to have all that, and then I gave it away.
Oh
My
yeah,
mom gave
yeah,
my
by the
Amazing
way.
Fantasy 15 away.
Congratulations on your FF issue you just bought.
Ooh, thank you. I've been looking for that for years.
What
I mean,
happened?
well, I just picked up a Fantastic Four #5, which I've been looking for
No,
for a
it's
long
restored, right?
time. Yeah, there's minor restoration on it. Just a color touch up is all it is.
Okay.
I have that one upstairs. It's in perfect condition, and it's never.
Well, aren't you cool?
I'm joking. I was about to say. I don't really. I was about to say, but I have that one, and
There
I
it
would
is.
have given it to him for nothing, but I don't actually have it.
Yeah, I've been trying to find this. You know, the price on this book has just been astronomical.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
in any grade, you know, and it's still I was hoping that the movie would make it tank. And it did somewhat. The FF numbers have come down a little bit in price.
Why did the movie make it tank?
Oh,
the movie
because
was
because the prices go up when they think a hot movie is going to be attached to it. It always does that because they think there's going to be more demand for it. The collectors think that.
Right.
And
then
so when
after
it doesn't, you know, it's like when the Black Panther movie came out, you know, FF52 was like, you know, $300 to $800 or something like that. You know, now that movie tanked, you know, you can get it at
I totally get that, man. Because when the Daredevil show came out and they used my character Muse, and they killed him fucking off the first season.
What?
And I had the first appearance of him, you know, in my portfolio, and I was thinking about auctioning it off, but I figured I'd hold on to it till it built, and then they just killed the momentum by killing him off and turning him into an incel
No,
instead of an inhuman. He was an inhuman character, and he had powers and stuff, but in the show they turned him into an incel serial killer artist who hated his mother or some shit.
Oh, jeez.
It was just like, oh my god, you fucking.
I'd still hold on to it because they might use it. Might get used in another iteration.
Yeah, it might. They probably will bring him back because a lot of people really liked it, like the character, But I just can't stand that that's what they made him,
Yeah.
So they killed him at the end of the season.
Did they just like completely go off of diverge from what you created?
Not the look is exact. That was a thrill. I mean, they invited me to the set, and I get to see the set and the his lair, and the costume was exact, and they had, it was really. I was really honored to see it.
That's cool.
But then and I got to meet John Bernthal and Charlie Cox and hang out with them at the movie premiere, and Vincent D'Onofrio. It was great. I brought my son along. He was just like, thrilled.
Mm-hmm.
However, watching it, I was like, oh my God, what they just completely changed the nature of him. He was just some kid who took karate lessons, and he could fight Daredevil because he was a taekwondo. He took taekwondo when he was young. And then but he was just some maniac kid who, was like an incel type. And that was it. So, and then they killed him.
Mm-hmm.
It was a statement. It was a typical leftist political statement. So, the internet, internet political statement.
Yeah.
What bitches?
You bitches. Exactly what I said when I was watching. I was like, you bitches.
Slapping everybody within arm's reach.
Okay, gang. We will see you here next week for the Lights of Zatar. I just posted the link to Shanu 77. Go there and sign up. Hit the follow button, and you'll be alerted as soon as it goes live at 1 p.m. Friday. And until then, guys, you guys have a good one, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
See you guys.
What time is it?
5:30, sir.